Hello and welcome. My name is Bilal and welcome to the show where I'll be drawing some more abstract kind of landscapes. Right now I just want to feel like getting some greens in, but there are some aubergine remains, so let's get those in. And let's go back in and mix. I want to start off lighter, slightly kind of more of an overcast day. It was a bit sunny earlier on. I saw some hypercars around town earlier on, and quite nice to look at. But I always just wondered, what would you do if you had £3 million? Would you buy a hypercar or a couple of hypercars perhaps? And it's not just buying the car, you'd have to maintain it, wash it, etc., fuel it. And if you have the cash and means to do that, something for you to possibly think about. I quite looking at the cars, I like their design. The wind is blowing, trees are just there, leaves are kind of rustling as the wind blows, smell of lovely fresh air. This painting is not intended to capture anything per se, it'll just be a kind of a more of a relaxed form of painting. Quite a nice thing to do, perhaps at the end of the day, or if you're feeling creative, perhaps at the start of the day. Just get some watercolors and some water and a brush, and off you go. It doesn't have to mean anything. I'm just kind of looking into the painting as it is and letting the painting also do its own thing. It's kind of working its own, really. I'm just responding to the painting and the colours in a very expressionistic type of way. When I look at abstract watercolours, I always think of the abstract painters like Jackson Pollocks, the Krasners, Rothko. I wonder if they did watercolours for their big paintings. I haven't seen many of their watercolour works actually. Whilst thinking of Rothko, maybe we can put in a rectangle. There you go, that's a Rothko rectangle. Maybe we could put a kind of a black in at top. There you go, there's a Rothko moment. Let's spice it up there. Rothko moment going on there. Using a mixture of watercolour brands, each have their own different types of vibrancies. I try to use artistic grade quality just because I quite like pigment and the high amount of pigment that is contained in such watercolours, and even whether it's oil or acrylics. But that's just my personal preference. I like the colours to kind of really come out. I think we can do some more blue here. Let's have a kind of a step back on that. Give it a little bit of wash. Let's see. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if there's anything else that you'd like me to kind of paint or cover, or if you feel that abstract's not working for you, you'd like to see more traditional landscapes, so welcome your thoughts or anything that you're thinking, do let me know in the comment section below. Quite like the colorways and how they formed. A lot of the paintings has to do with how the painter actually is, and no doubt they can be quite relaxed, but when they're painting something else, especially when you're doing abstract, can come out. Even a landscape or figurative painting, you can see sometimes where the mind of the painter is just by kind of examining the brush strokes, the colors, the mood, the angles on a particular day. Some paintings are done layer by layer, so that kind of builds up, but you do get a feeling of that. So that's the work so far. Let me know what you think in the comment section below.